My name is Robin Baxter. I am a professor and department chair of FIT, Fashion Business Management Department here at SUNY Korea. And I'm here from New York for my second time to be here to run our programs. It's very exciting for me to be here. I've been a professor at FIT in New York, our home campus, since 2013 is when I started. So I'm really excited to be back here at SUNY Korea. I think it's super essential that students take advantage of our study abroad programs, which will carry them around the world. So fashion is a global business, and studying abroad will give them that exposure that they need, meeting people from various nationalities and cultures and so forth. It's important that they gain that experience and that exposure, because when they're working in the fashion industry, they will be working with people from across the globe. First of all, our curriculum that we teach here in Songdo, it is exactly the same curriculum that we teach in New York. So it is duly aligned, and we teach here 2 years of instruction we provide, so first and second years. Students will graduate with their first degree. The initial degree is an associate's degree, and from there they can transfer on to FIT in New York, and they can continue their majors in FBM or Fashion Business Management Studies, and receive a bachelor's degree if they want to go on and study at New York, continuing on to a master's degree. We have that option as well. But we teach precept upon precept. So all of our courses start out very introductory at the first semester and going into the second semester as well. Once we lay that foundation of fashion business principles and concepts, we lay that during the first year. Then we layer on top of that the more intensive and in-depth coursework that's connected. So we never teach in isolation. Our courses are not isolated standalone courses, but they function more so as building blocks. So by the time a student finishes their second year, they've earned 64 credits. They get that first associate's degree, and then they matriculate on to the bachelor's degree. So we do both. So we teach by theory, and then we demonstrate what they've learned in theory. We demonstrate that with actual practices. Those practices are done with in-class case studies, in-class assignments, as well as bringing in guest speakers to expose students to the fashion industry. So we believe that all along, as we're teaching theory, practical application is just as essential. So what they're learning textbook-wise, they can actually do it hands-on. So we have hands-on activities. We have field studies. We'll have students engaged in the actual industry, being involved in Seoul Fashion Week, for example, and visiting other actual companies and engaging with executives at companies here in South Korea. So the fashion business management students, they can learn fashion illustration through CAD, and they can also take an art class. But I think a better question really is, can fashion design students learn fashion business courses, which I think is very, very important for fashion design students to experience. It's important to know the business side of fashion. So yes, the FBM students will learn art, they'll learn product development, CAD, and so forth. I think the students find courses most difficult if it's strictly 100% theory. So as the chair of fashion business management, I strongly encourage professors to provide practical applications to the textbook knowledge that students have gained, and to bring in, it happens many ways. They can bring in virtual guest speakers, live guest speakers in person, taking students out to companies to visit on field trips, creating case studies, bringing in product for students to touch and feel with textiles and silhouettes and styles, whether it's footwear and handbags or headwear, whatever. But we want the students to learn business principles, also learning about product. I believe that all students should remain curious and really explore all that the fashion industry has to offer. They should definitely take advantage of the expertise that all of our professors bring to the table. So to have their best academic performance, they must be willing to work hard to immerse themselves in all aspects of the fashion industry at their level and take advantage of what the professors have to offer. Study hard, read, and remain curious. So a student here is required to have a 3.0 GPA in order to transfer to FIT New York for the bachelor's program. Absolutely. So once a student completes 2 years of study in fashion business management here, they can move on to New York. And in the School of Business and Technology, for example, we have 10 different majors. So students have those options where they can switch to a major and complete their bachelor's degrees in that way. If they want to move on into other schools within FIT, that's a possibility as well. So students at this level will be introduced to 3D CLO in their one course, and if they want to really take a deep dive into 3D CLO, they can join a club. So we do have a 3D CLO club on campus. So again, they will be introduced to it in one course, and then they can be immersed in it in a lot more in depth by being a club member of 3D CLO. So AI-driven learning in the classroom is becoming more and more important to each of us faculty members. So it is very important that students learn AI as a tool. So it's important for us to find a balance, and each professor can do this differently, but it's important to find a balance where we don't want to take away the student's ability to think analytically. So in fashion business management, we cultivate a thought process within students, helping them to think creatively as well as analytically, and we don't want to take that analytic ability away from them. So using AI as a tool. And what we want them to see right off the bat is that the outcomes of AI basically are based on the questions that the students would ask of AI. So we want them to be able to ask the right questions to get the best results from the AI, and then to use that information to make profitable business decisions ultimately. So the fashion industry is happy to embrace AI. And the reason is because in the fashion industry, we've been collecting massive amounts of big data on our customers. So at the end of the day, we create a product and we make that product available to consumers. Consumers make purchases, whether it's offline or online. And when those purchases are made, then we collect data on the customers. But we have so many large quantities, we have so much big data that's collected on consumers, but human beings can't really process that information. And so we need help. And AI is a strong tool to help us derive answers to questions that we have based on the data that we've collected. So we need AI to help us harness that information and then to turn that information into a solution so that the solution ultimately becomes a profit-making decision for us. So we've been collecting the data and we've not had the ability to really process through it and to get the answers we need until AI came on. So we might be a little bit slow in adopting AI. We're all new at it, so all industries are adopting it at certain paces. But yes, we are on board 100% with AI. Very good question. So internships are very important to us. We know that is essential to start our students' fashion career. I always say that your career has already started when you come here at FIT. So right now we have approximately 30 students who are out at about 12 different companies, so fashion companies throughout the area. Our students will take part in the internship course during their second year. And there, the professor matches students with the best possible internship opportunities. We keep ongoing relationships with fashion brands, fashion companies here in this region. And those opportunities are always open and available to our students. So we have a number of companies and brands that students can intern in. So we have the same support that's offered to our students in New York. So we're expecting our students to be open and willing to work internships there as well. So those internship courses are offered by way of our professors, and companies will come to us many times looking for interns, and sometimes it's just based on relationships. But those opportunities for internships are strong here in Songdo, and they're strong as well in New York. That varies. There's so many career options that a student with an FBM degree that they can take advantage of. They can go into marketing and public relations, merchandising, retail management, visual merchandising, buying, planning, so many options that students have. So I can't say that there's one single direction that they all take. They kind of disperse throughout the fashion industry, and it's based on their preferences. So the beauty of a fashion business management degree is that where a person starts out working does not necessarily mean that they'll end up in that particular job. Students have the flexibility to move around throughout the fashion industry and try different positions, because when they leave here at FIT, they're qualified to do a number of jobs on the business side of fashion. I like to reference one of my students, Jimmy Che. Jimmy Che, who is from Korea, and he was one of my students for probably 2 semesters, I believe, taking 2 different courses. He did a number of internships, and he told me from day one that he wanted to work in luxury. And I'm so proud of Jimmy because he was patient. He worked serving as an intern, and he gave his best effort and best work to each company. And where he's working today, I don't know if it's okay for me to say the name, but he's working for Tom Ford. He's very happy working in luxury. That was his goal, that was his dream, and he is doing it, and I'm so proud of him. So FIT provides access. So again, once a student starts at FIT, again, they are students, but I like to say that your career in fashion has already begun, because brands, fashion companies, fashion brands, they come to us, they consult with us, we collaborate together, and they're always looking for our students. So it's access is the key when you become an FIT student. You will gain exposure to the fashion industry by way of internships, networking events, partnerships, career events. So this is always constantly ongoing at FIT. We are a career-driven school, so we're not just trying to provide the solid academics, but we're also providing the exposure to the industry, because we want our students working, gainfully employed in the fashion industry. Absolutely, that's a good question. I believe that students, in order to prepare to join the FIT family, is to clarify your interest and your motives for wanting to work in the fashion industry. Your desire to study fashion and to work in the industry, clarify your interests, clarify your motives, be able to write a strong statement letter or essay for your application, and immerse yourself in fashion right now. Expose yourself to who the primary designers are worldwide. Expose yourself to everything fashion oriented, because it's just going to make your application stronger, and it's going to prepare you to be a better student. I want to make that clear. This is not an easy major, so you will have to come, you'll have to work hard and study hard and apply yourself. Be connected to your fellow students and to faculty members. Be a good team player, because many of your projects throughout the 2 years here will involve teamwork, and we want to create that and create that ability to work as a team member. We want to cultivate that in you while you're here, so that you can be well prepared for working in fashion later. So as chair of fashion business management here at FIT SUNY Korea, I invite you to apply to FIT. if you have an inkling, if you have an interest in the study of fashion, if you're not quite even sure about it, but just know that this is a business degree. Studying the fashion business management, you will have a business degree at the end of the day that takes you into many different career options. But I want to encourage you to come and be a part of what we're doing. It's very exciting. Our students never have a dull day. It's an exciting program with lots of opportunities just waiting for you.